So you're thinking of moving to Las Vegas and curious about Lake Las Vegas? In this video, we're going to cover the pros and cons of living in Lake Las Vegas here in Henderson in the Las Vegas area. So let's get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about moving to the Las Vegas area, living in the Las Vegas area, or the general Las Vegas area real estate market, go ahead and hit subscribe, tap that bell for notifications, and you'll be the first in the know for everything that's happening here in the Las Vegas area. Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm a former attorney turned real estate professional who's been in the area since 1981, so I know a thing or two about this town. And every day, my team and I, we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you looking to make their move to Las Vegas, and we absolutely love it. Look, if you're looking to make your move in the next 9 to 90 days, go ahead and shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, and we'd be more than happy to make your move as smooth as possible. So, as I said, today we are going to talk about Lake Las Vegas and what is so great and maybe not so great about living there. And it is really a fantastic place. So let's just jump right into it with some of the pros with living at Lake Las Vegas. Living in Lake Las Vegas is amazing for a number of reasons. One of the best things about it is that it's like living in Las Vegas, but not living in Las Vegas. You get all of the benefits of everything that this amazing, vibrant city of Las Vegas has to offer. You got the Strip, all the things that go on in the whole valley area. But Lake Las Vegas, which is actually in the city of Henderson, is located about 10 miles or so away from where you get into the Las Vegas area, which includes Las Vegas and Henderson, Summerlin, all of those areas. So you're about 10 miles removed from there, 8.5 miles from the 215 to Lake Las Vegas is about how far it is. But what is amazing about it, it is like an oasis in the desert. It is a 320 acre lake that is a man-made lake, and it's actually, funny enough, it's a lake that is right before Lake Mead. But this one is a man-made lake, 320 acres, 10 miles of shoreline, and around all that, they've built housing, they've built up restaurants and hotel area. It is this cool little island within the desert. And if you want to live in what is essentially a resort, but not live in that Las Vegas hustle and bustle, Lake Las Vegas is a great option for you. Part of what it is that it is so close to everything. So if you have things going on and you want to be part of that Las Vegas life for certain things. For example, a lot of celebrities live out in Lake Las Vegas. For example, Celine Dion has a giant home out in Lake Las Vegas. So you can get to Las Vegas to do all the things that you want to do, but you live away from all of that in Lake Las Vegas. And like I said, it is this big Mediterranean village, a Mediterranean oasis in the middle of the desert that is just so spectacular. When you drive through the gates, or the entrance into Lake Las Vegas, and you go past the two giant waterfalls coming down, and driving through and into Lake Las Vegas, you see the Strip behind you, the beautiful lake in front of you. It is an amazing view that you just can't get anywhere else in Las Vegas. So literally you have no idea that you're anywhere except for in this beautiful Mediterranean village. You could be in the middle of Tuscany. You could be in so many great locations, little European villages. It has that vibe, that feel to it, and it is just an amazing, relaxed place to live. And on that 320 acre lake, you can do lots of things. They have paddleboarding, kayaking, canoeing, electric boats, and these cool little air boards. So you put them on your feet and they're like little jet packs, and you can ride on the lake on your jetpack footboards there. Super cool, super hard to do. It takes a little bit of balance and figuring out to make it do, but there's a lot of cool lake activities. Also, they have some great activities for the kids as well there. They have some big jumpy houses, I'll call them, but on the lake, with water slides on them and things like that they do during certain times of the year. So a really cool little area to go and spend time on. There's a lot of water sports there. In addition to that, around that whole 10 miles, you have giant mansions or waterfront mansions on the lake. You have all kinds of things. You have hotels, you have restaurants, you have all this lakefront property that was created, man-made, and created to have this oasis feeling here in the Las Vegas area and close to everything that Las Vegas has to offer. And if you like sports and recreation and the outdoors, this is a fantastic place for you as well. There are 2 golf courses within Lake Las Vegas. There's a Jack Nicklaus course, which is a private club, and then there is a public course there as well. So there's 2 great locations for you to go and golf there. They also recently added the Lake Las Vegas Sports Club. Fantastic. Look, one of the big draws there, they have pickleball. And if you are from most places in the country, you know that pickleball is taking over by storm. They have several different pickleball courts where they run pickleball tournaments and pickleball events all the time. They also have outdoor tennis courts as well, of 2 pools, an outdoor pool and an indoor pool, a full gym. It's just a great location. You can also use their paddle boards to go paddleboarding on the lake. So another great benefit. Now it costs about $10,000 as your initiation fee to join the club, and it's limited to Lake Las Vegas residents. The cool thing about that is that if you're buying a new build, a lot of times the builders throw in and they pay that membership or initiation for you. As well, the membership is transferable. So if you buy a home, chances are if they were members of Lake Las Vegas Sports Club, that is going to transfer along with the property to the new owner. So great benefit. You may not have to pay that 10 grand if the people you're buying your home from were members already. It's very possible you can work that in and that becomes transferred with the property. So just another perk of buying there. Another great perk and pro of Lake Las Vegas is that just about everything is gated. One section of it has standard gates. The electronic gates are mainly on the north shore. On the south shore, where you'll find a lot of the bigger, more semi-custom and custom homes built and that are guard gated, they are actually man guard gated or female guard gated. Just a fantastic place to be. Their security is really good at Lake Las Vegas. You're far away from anything really. There shouldn't be a lot of activity that goes through the area, so you don't get a lot of that transient potential for issues. On top of that, you have either an electronic gate or an actual guard operated gate. So there is a lot of security and it's a very safe feeling area, Lake Las Vegas. So if that is important to you, this is a great place to look at as well. Now, they have all kinds of developments in Lake Las Vegas. They have condos and townhomes. They have single family homes. So there's the whole gamut of things that you're looking for. There's 4 builders that are currently represented at Lake Las Vegas. There's Lennar, Richmond American, and Blue Heron. Now, Blue Heron, and I'll give you the 4th in a second, but Blue Heron Builds is one of the premier and top builders of semi-custom and custom homes here in the Las Vegas area. They represent some of the best of the best for construction here in the entire Las Vegas area. And if you buy in a Blue Heron development, man, you are buying at the top of the market here. Those are great properties. They're built great. Their designs are fantastic. In fact, you work a lot of times with the architect. You bring your plans and they do the development and building of those plans. So there's a lot of room to make things yours if you go with Blue Heron. Blue Heron, like I said, is just tops when it comes to builders out here. And that fourth one is a recent addition, and that is they put a age-restricted 55 plus community here in Lake Las Vegas, and it is developed by Del Webb. Now you'll know Del Webb probably from the Sun Cities. So you have Sun City, Summerlin, Sun City, Anthem. There's just a number of Sun Cities throughout. Sun City, North Las Vegas. Del Webb is one of the premier 55 plus age restricted community developers and builders. And it's not just because of the homes that they build, but it's the community that they build around those homes. They have fantastic clubhouses. They have fantastic events, and they keep everybody active in the community. So you're not only active in the Lake Las Vegas community, but you can be active in the Del Webb Lake Las Vegas community as well. And if you are coming there and you are age restricted and you're 55 plus and you want to mingle and you want to get to know more of the people that are in your age bracket, then this is a fantastic place for you to take a look at. Look, any of the Del Webbs, I love the Del Webb. They are great locations for people who are looking to be involved and looking for a community type besides just a great house, a community in which to join and participate in and to keep life living and doing all the fun things. They have trips that they go on. They do special events that go down to the Strip and see different shows. They are probably one of the oldest age-restricted 55 plus community builders in the country, and they have this down. They have the model down. They know what to do. They know how to operate. They know how to make these communities vibrant and, you know, just a great place to live. So it is very self-sufficient, and it has become a destination. In fact, there are two hotels. There's a Westin and a Hilton. The Hilton used to be a Ritz-Carlton. They have a great bridge over the lake. It overlooks the lake, great views from everywhere. So it's also a place where people come into the Las Vegas area and actually vacation and actually come as a destination place when you're coming to Las Vegas. It is fantastic. You know, it's kind of like if you go up to Wyoming and you go to Jackson, Wyoming, or Jackson Hole, Wyoming. There's a lot going on around, but then you have Jackson, which is this small community. That's kind of what I think of Lake Las Vegas. It's this small community within a greater landscape. And you have all those great amenities that a resort would have, and it's just a fantastic place to go. On top of that, you have some great dining options that have great views of the city, the Strip, the lake, the whole area around Lake Las Vegas. It is just absolutely gorgeous there. Now, the prices are a little bit more expensive than some of the other suburbs as well, but you get a lot for your money. And that's going to bring us to our list of things that may be on the more con side of living in Lake Las Vegas. And the first big con about Lake Las Vegas, it is secluded. It is 8.5 miles down Lake Mead to the 215. So you have to travel 8.5 miles. And along Lake Mead, there is a lot of stoplights. And it could take you anywhere from 20 minutes if you hit all of the stoplights just perfectly. Or it could take you even longer if you hit all those stoplights and get stopped at every one of them. So it is quite a distance from everything. Now, like I said, they have their own small grocery store there. And along the way, there are a number of other grocery stores as well. But everything is a little bit secluded, a little bit farther away from the action. So that is a potential con as well. It's one of the benefits of Lake Las Vegas, but it's also a con depending on what you want to do. Now, things are changing a little bit. As you go down Lake Mead to get to Las Vegas, they are building a lot of new developments. In fact, one of the biggest master plan communities in the Henderson area that has gone up recently is Cadence. Now, Cadence is along that route, along Lake Mead. So that has filled in a lot of the gap. Look, when Lake Las Vegas was first developed in the early 90s, it was out in the middle of nowhere. You know, I remember when it was being built and going, gosh, why are they building this lake next to Lake Mead? Different time, and over time things have filled in that gap, and there are a lot more shops and restaurants. In fact, along Lake Mead, on your way to Lake Las Vegas, you would hit Water Street, which is the old part of Henderson, the downtown part of Henderson. Now, they have been doing some revitalization there. There are some great local microbreweries. There are some great indie type restaurants. In fact, one of my favorite Mexican restaurants has a location there. Juan's Flaming Fajitas. Go give them a shot. They're really good. There's a lot of stuff going on Water Street. In fact, that's where our Silver Knights, which is our minor league hockey team, has their training facility, is right there on Water Street as well. So there's a lot of development. Especially as you get closer to the 215, where Cadence starts and everything kind of migrates out from the 215 out towards Lake Las Vegas. There's good shopping along the way there, and it is growing and it is continuing to grow. Now, another con is that the drive from the 215 to Lake Las Vegas, yes, you are going to see on one side of the street, you're going to see all the new development. You're going to see the Cadence. You're going to see Tuscany, and it's a great development as well. Fantastic, and it is right next to Cadence. So that whole area is filling in. However, the rest of Lake Mead, all the way up to Lake Las Vegas, that all used to be industrial. So you see a lot of boat shops, different marine type shops like that, fishing, those types of things along the way. You also saw some industrial buildings as well, because there was nothing out there. It was a good place to put different factories in the area. Now, as our population has grown and we've swelled out and we're filling up that area, sometimes those don't match what's going on around it. So it's a little bit iffy there as well. Locals, and this probably is going to get me in a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. But it's for you. On one side of Lake Mead, the street, there is what locals affectionately refer to as Hendertucky. Now, this is really that older part of Henderson. And the houses are older and they've been there a long time, and not a lot has changed on that side of the Lake Mead area. So you do have to drive through that in order to get to Lake Las Vegas. So it's not a pretty drive to Lake Las Vegas. Once you hit those entrances though, the whole ball game's over. So if you don't mind driving through some areas that may not be as cute to look at, but once you get to your home, you are going to love being home. The other thing is there are a couple different HOAs there. Every single property in the Lake Las Vegas area, it doesn't matter if it's a condo, if it's a $20 million mansion, or something in between. Every single property pays a master plan HOA fee. It comes out to about $125 a month. On top of that, there's different subdivisions and different developments within the area that have their own set of HOAs. So if you live on the North Shore, which is primarily the electronic gated areas, you're going to pay it's right around $100 a month in HOA. So you have your $125 to the master plan, and then your subdivision HOA, which is about $100. If you go to that South Shore, you are going to pay somewhere around $300, a little bit more than $300 a month in HOAs. That pays for the guards, that pays for all of the different things that go on, the amenities within those developments. It's just a little bit more expensive. So you got your 300-ish and your 125 to the master plan. So you got about $450 plus or minus in HOAs there. Now, if you live in one of the condos or townhouses, a lot of those also include utilities and other amenities, and those HOAs are even going to be a little bit higher. You could pay on some of the condos and townhouses in the Lake Las Vegas area, you could pay upwards of $500 to $1,000 a month, plus your $125 to the master plan community. Now, that includes a lot of things, but it's just one of those other things that you need to be aware of, that there is a bigger HOA fee there in the Lake Las Vegas area than in a lot of places in Las Vegas. And finally, the last thing is it's a little bit hotter during the summer in Lake Las Vegas than it is in the rest of Henderson and Las Vegas. It's actually about 5 to 8 degrees hotter in Lake Las Vegas, and that's just because of the topography, where it's located and what's around it. It does get a little bit warmer out there during summer months, so you definitely want to take a look. You know, if you have a westerly backyard, westward facing backyard, that's going to get pretty warm as the day goes on during the summer. Now, the converse to that is during the winter, it stays a little bit warmer there as well. So if you are using it as primarily a winter home, that could be great for you. But it's something to be aware of and possibly a drawback. But look, Lake Las Vegas has so many cool things to it that just aren't available anywhere else in the Las Vegas area. It's so unique, so dynamic. Lake Las Vegas, it was conceived of in 1967, but it didn't actually come into fruition until the 90s, and there's been a whole lot of financial things going on. In fact, during the big recession of 2007 through 2009, Lake Las Vegas development actually went bankrupt, and there was a lot of wondering what's going on with the development, what was going to happen. Things have completely turned around. It is a vibrant, they are doing so much more building there. There's a lot going on there. There's new construction still going on at Lake Las Vegas to this day. It is amazing. If you want to live and be close to the Lake Las Vegas, or if you want to live and be close to the Las Vegas scene, and you have business or you have things that you need to do in Las Vegas and you want to be near that, but you don't want to be in that, then Lake Las Vegas may be a fantastic option for you. If you'd like to look at something like that, let me know. We would be more than happy to help you go and take a look at Lake Las Vegas and see if it works for you. If that type of living is gonna work for you and your brood, whoever that may be. So go ahead, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to show you around and show you some of what's available and what makes Lake Las Vegas so unique. All right, so if I don't see you in the neighborhood, I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.